What's going on, guys, and welcome back. You just saw a handful of replays. This is a deck that we teased about a bunch lately, and it is absolutely a deck that is for fun. I did play it at our first online locals the other day, got top 4 if we're going to get technical, but there wasn't too many of us actually playing. Every matchup was super close and went to game 3, so that was actually pretty neat, even against meta decks. It can absolutely pop off and go crazy, but for the most part, the two decks play on their own, and it just gives you a really good follow-up because you use your 2 cards or so to do one of the combos and slow them down or possibly just win because of it, and then you have the other deck not only to throw off their side decking, but to just come back real hard as a follow-up play. Few things about it: the deck is interesting. It does open up some pretty awkward hands at some points. 6 hand traps is a little less than I normally like. I open Red Eyes Fusion about 80% of the time, so that hurts. The opening Archosaur hurts. We could definitely play 2 since opening it makes it, less than ideal. And Dino's also normally plays 2 double evolution pill in case you open the pill. We opted to play 2 of our Tyrannos, however, because if you open one, you can get to the other one still with a combo easily. Maybe cut that down for an Archosaur. I don't know. Between the 3, I felt like Tyranno, if I opened it, was the most productive, so that's why we ended up bumping that one up to 2 as opposed to the others, and we are playing 42 cards to reduce the chance of seeing our one-ofs by a little bit. So you saw a few replays. This is obviously a fun deck, guys. It's not meant to be something you should take to a huge tournament, but if you do want to play in a big tournament, on December 12th, there is the DCS happening, as we have been for a while now. We will throw the link in the description below. And why am I telling you about it when we run our own gaming page and promoting somebody else? Well, we're going to be live streaming matches, so if you want to possibly be on stream, you want to come hang out with us on stream, we will get our Twitch set up. Join the Facebook page with the link in the description below for Team Set Pass, and you can come check that out. We'll have a bunch of giveaways throughout the day. Otherwise, $12 entry to join the DCS, cash payout based on the top cut, based off of how many players play. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys, and yeah, so let's go ahead and see what decks can do good there. Without further ado, though, let's get to the deck list that you just saw these replays for. So here we are. We see, it's going to be a little awkward, guys, but we're going to try and explain things as good as possible. Cyber Dinosaur. Yeah, it happened. Someone suggested it, and it's one I was hoping someone would suggest. And we changed a lot and went through a lot of different variations, and this is what we came away with. 1 Cyber Dragon, 2 Core, 3 Hers, 1 Naxter, 3 Galaxy Soldier. So not too far off from the core for a Cyber variant, but we dropped core to 1. Actually, really recently. For the longest time, we were playing 3, but opening Oviraptor is just better. It's the better normal summon. It's just overall a better starter, and we are playing 3 Ovi, 3 Fossil Dig, 3 Emergency, 2 Core now, so that's 11 starters. Your odds are you're going to open one pretty much all the time. And if you open Core Emergency or Ovi Fossil Dig, that is full combo for each deck respectively. And then obviously if you open things like any Miss or Fossil Dig plus any dinosaur, and then your 2 cyber cards, that's complete full combo. Doesn't happen too often because, like I said, the decks don't necessarily help each other get their function down, but they do not conflict for the most part. You can usually play each of them together hand in hand, except for those awkward hands. So then we are playing the 2 Conductor because, well, it's just a really strong card. 3 Oviraptor, 3 Miss because Miss is broken, 3 Baby, 1 Petite. And you could probably say play 2 Baby, 1 Petite, but the way the deck, I guess, just functions, I like opening one of my 4 babies, but that was originally the idea when we played just 1 Oviraptor in the beginning, because then if you opened between Fossil Dig, Miss, and any of your babies, if you open any 2 of those 10, you had the full Dino combo without it needing a normal summon, which is pretty darn big. So maybe cutting one baby for a second Archosaur would actually help out the deck a ton. The one Archosaur, one Giant Rex because it's just free. Dragoon package because the deck is just like really good at making Dragoon through multiple disruptions in that online local. I didn't actually pull off full combo at all, but I actually made Dragoon through 3 disruptions twice and then won those games. Like, the deck is really good at making Dragoon and really good at making baiting disruptions, you know. Sometimes Mist can take out 2 on its own. And if you pitch Mist, they let it go through, you banish it, they ash it, then you normal core, you're in a really good spot anyway. And if you happen to have like your follow-up with, or your like a route with your dinos and a play with them, you can actually go off with it because now they are unaffected. And when I go against dinos personally, if I have multiple disruptions, I actually like to hit the hand effective miss because then I can stop their combo. Like, you let the hand effect go through and then you stop the grave effect. Well, if they opened everything they need, the grave effect isn't going to matter and they can potentially go off regardless. I mean, sometimes it will kill the play outright, but if you have multiple disruptions, you can even hit both of its effects if you still have a third, and then just stop them at a key choke point and really mess with their play. 3 Ash, 3 Imperm for our hand traps. The 3 emergency, 1 repair is pretty standard. 3 fossil dig standard. 1 pill, and then 1 on Red Eyes Fusion. We're not playing the Lost World because obviously this is not Lost World Dinos. This is Cyber Dino, and we had to cut certain cards from each engine that way. So 1 overflow. Added it back in. We tried taking it out for that local, and we needed it a ton, so we put it back in. That's the main deck, guys. Let's go on to the extra. 1 Chimera Tech Mega Fleet, 1 Fortress, 1 Makaba, 1 Dragoon, with the 1 Logia, because if you're, like, especially testing on EDO Pro, you can kind of tell when they don't have a hand trap or, like, a monster, and, like, you make your Verde, and that's when, like, they can Nibiru you, and we consider playing 2 Verde, actually, but they Nibiru you at Verde because you're not going to be able to get the Dragoon summon then, and it's not a dinosaur, so it's unaffected, and if you couldn't make Infinity first, you're not going to protect it. In that case, sometimes I'll use my 2 4s to go into like a Logia or an Abyss Dweller, because especially if I have Infinity Dragoon already, because there's no point in getting 2 monster negates when you have 2 Omni negates and a Tyranno already. So we go with the Logia because then we can either negate a normal or special summon, or hit a spell or a trap card if they try to use something that way. Obviously, like Forbidden Droplet, discarding a monster or sending a monster, or Dark Ruler No More definitely still hurt because you can't respond to them. But so 1 Logia, 1 Dolka, 1 Abyss Dweller for our rank 4s, 1 Nova, 1 Infinity. Why play Makaba if we're only playing 1 Nova? Well, if I need to sacrifice my Nova for my Makaba, I can. And especially once you get a few Cyber Dragons in grave, you can actually use... Oh, sorry guys, it is earlier that I'm used to getting up, but 1 Cyber Repair Plant can actually, especially if you have 3 Cyber Dragons in the graveyard already, shuffle back the Nova and search, or you can just use the 1 effect to shuffle back, especially if you already have your Galaxy Soldier, and that comes up really big sometimes and is an easy way to put your Nova back into the deck. 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity, 1 Almirage, 1 Link Spider, playing through Nibiru 1, getting rid of Lost World tokens 2, but you also have Lin Kariba for that. I guess getting rid of your Nibiru token if you get Nibiru'd. Just lots of different ways, like things, any type of, I should say, normal monster you end up getting. Just ways to play around things and through things. 1 Relinquished Anima because it's just a real nice toolbox card. The 1 Verde, and then once in a while it's nice to just go into this real big boss monster here. We're actually playing a different variant where we made we had a really awkward game, hand traps, opening hand, and we ended up beating them down with a Dark Magician and Danger Bigfoot, and it was kind of interesting. But yeah, so this is our take on Cyber Dinosaur, guys. Hopefully you liked it. We're probably going to pack this one away and move on to other things. If you did not check out our How to Beat virtual world yet. It was recently uploaded about a week ago, and it's probably a good thing to check out, guys, because that deck is going to stick around for a while. Cyber Danger is coming very soon, as well are How to Beat Infernals, Prank Kids, and Zodiac. Take care, guys.